Okay, today's lecture is going to be Understanding File Management. This is the second lecture for MIS 1050 at Northwood in the Adult Degree Program. So today's objectives are going to involve us talking about how to understand files and folders, how to create and save a file, how to explore the files and folders on your computer, how to change files and folder views, open, edit, and save files, how to copy files, how to move and rename files, how to search for files, folders, and programs, and how to delete and restore files. So last lecture ended up being close to 30 minutes in length, and rather than having you have that long of a lecture, I'm going to break this one up into pieces, and it's going to be in sections. I will tell you at the beginning and the end of the sections. This first section is going to be about file and folders and how to create and save files. So to understand file management and understand files and folders, file management refers to the way you save, locate, and store your files on your computer in a logical manner. Windows stores files in what's called a file hierarchy. It allows you to have your files in an organized fashion so it's easier for you to find and manage things. When you're working with your computer, one of the most important things is to create a good storage system on your computer. You want to organize files according to smaller groups such as topics, projects, events, dates, and then within that folder, like for example on my computer, I would have a file on the new building. And under the new building I had creative activities. In other words, anything I creative. Within creative activities, then I had the grand opening video. I had the invitation, and each one of those were separate folders underneath the initial file of grand opening, and it allowed me to drill down and find what I need in a lot more organized manner. So those files, you organize them in smaller groups and you create subfolders to help you make it easier for you to find what you're looking for when you're working with your files and folders. So here's a sample of understanding files and folders, how they can be arranged in the hierarchy as far as on your computer. Now you have a file folder on your computer already that's called My Documents. And in this file tree that they've got created here, they've got a personal folder and then a Quest Specialty Travel folder. The personal folder contains all the information that belongs to their personal information. I don't want to get into that too much because some companies frown on using work computers for personal data, so I'm not going to get into that discussion. But if you look in the right-hand file folder, Quest Specialty Travel, she's got photos, brochures, and tour proposals, which is a great way to break that Quest Specialty Travel project down into 3 different contents. So if she needs to go get new images for something, she'd automatically go to the photos folder. If she was looking for current brochures that are in use, you've got the winter and summer brochure there. And then if you're looking at tour proposals, it's different proposals for different companies that she's created. And it's a great way to organize her files or his files as you look at this file folder. Okay, when you're looking at how to find your file folders, this is what your Windows Explorer window is going to look like on your computer. You've got the information at the top right here that shows you the path of the current folder and the folder hierarchy. That's called your address bar. That's actually the location. It's a lot like the navigation bar in a browser when you're surfing the internet. There's a navigation pane you can set up to show at the left that'll show you where you're located within your computer or within your network. Your name's going to show up here at the top. And then any location within that address bar or folder hierarchy is going to take you to that location. If you click on specific file folders, you can double click on the folder to open it, or you can actually go to a specific group of folders, a specific file folder that has nested subfolders underneath. And then when you go into the actual file folder, you'll actually see a list of the files within the folder, and they don't have one shown here in the image. But if you look on in the textbook, there may be a picture. Let me see. I think there's one on the next page. Okay. Not exactly. Not exactly. There's not a picture that'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But you can see on page 29 kind of what I'm talking about as far as the folders layout. Okay. So we're going to talk about how to create and save a file next. So any document you create with a computer is temporarily stored in the RAM. In other words, when you're working on something, before you shut your computer down for the day, it's going to be there in RAM. It's going to be available for it to be recovered, and Word will actually recover things from RAM. Before you quit, or before power is lost, if there's bad weather, you might want to save more frequently. You want to save your document to your disk. When you save your document to your disk, you need to provide it with a file location and a path to get to that document so that you know how to get there and save. Also, external storage devices such as USB flash drives or external hard drives are also in that menu system where you file, save as, and you pick the location where to save your files. So the program you're using will add an extension to the end of your file, like a Word document is docx, Excel is XLS, I think, and off the top of my head I can't think of any quick extensions, but it'll have a 3 to 4 digit or letter extension after the file name and a period that'll tell you what type of file it is, and it helps you understand what you're looking at. Okay, we're looking at the Save As dialog box, and that's what's shown at the bottom of page 29. It shows you the location that you're looking at, which is in the removable disk under the F drive. You've got 2 folders, Accounting and Reports, and at this point in time you're going to want to put a new file in one of those reports or start a new folder.